So I think I have my basic technology set up now. My phone, my camera, and microphone on my phone. I do have Meta glasses. I did buy specific wireless microphone, but I just don't want to tackle yet another piece of technology and how to pair it. So I'm going to do this first video of what are all the issues in my storybook gardens. This first one is has typically been a tomato garden, tomato patch, and Ross, my husband, built it specifically closer to the house a few years ago. It works well, but the return on investment, both in time and I have to pay for well-developed older tomato plants to get anywhere in our growing season. I also need to repaint it, I see. So I'm trying to decide whether to plant tomatoes this year. These two pieces need to be rebuilt. The birdhouse came from my parents' farm. After my dad passed away, my mom moved away, and I took the birdhouse and it fell down in a storm last year into pieces, and I really want to rebuild it and put it back up. I'm going to get Papa and the girls to do that. This little patch is a farmyard. This is a ground cover. I've forgotten what it calls, and it does come back green. It's supposed to look like a field. This one I've had a hard time growing. I will put a barn in there and clean it all up. Needs weeded. Needs really badly weeded and cleaned up. These are hollyhocks. They are gorgeous. I'll find a picture. Gotta clean the canes out. But they make babies everywhere. They have millions of seeds. I'm gonna work on that. The playhouse is beautiful. The girls still work on it. It gets dusty every year, and I actually see it could use refresh staining. And I actually just thought of something. My husband builds many areas that light up as you walk in. We might need to get something built like that because it's shaded, it works well, but it is a little dark. I'm going to ask him about that. And this area is potentias that have overgrown. I keep pruning them. And then along there is a fence, stone edging that I think instead of 2 layers there, I might dig out and make one nice layer. And then there's just some general weeding. I see Ross, my husband, just turned over the dirt here, and I'm gonna put carrots. I actually think the only vegetable this year that I'll do is carrots. The rest of the time, it just doesn't seem worth the effort anymore. Potatoes and so on. I planted raspberries a few years ago, and they sucker a lot, as you can see here. Lots of little baby plants, but I don't actually get a lot of fruit out of them. The animals beat me to it. So I'm rethinking that too. This one is a 9-bark bush that I thought was dead. So I rescued and put in here. It's not dead, I see. This area, I'm probably gonna put in flowers, I think. This spot right here is the entrance spot to the fairy town that I'm gonna build. I'll show you that. This evergreen tree is huge. I can't catch this. I'll have to take a different video for later. But inside, it was dead. The branches were dead. And so I cut them all down and drug them out. And I ended up with this lovely area that I'm going to turn into a fairy town. Well, I'm going to attempt to turn it into a fairy town. And then back here I've got several tiger lilies, stepping blocks that I see are crumbling. This boxwood is the one in the front that I thought matched the others. It didn't. So I brought it here, and then with this fence, I'm going to create sort of a secret garden feeling. So lots of weeding here, mostly shade plants. I need to get Ross to move that watering hose stick. It's sort of right in the way to my fairy town, so it'd definitely have to be moved. He already knows that's a request, so we'll work on that. I like stones and stepping stones and bird baths and little animals. This area needs completely pruned, weeded, edged, and then some new annuals brought in. We finally cut down the apple tree that was so many apples. We couldn't keep up with it. And then Ross left me a tree stump that I could do something with.